Hi everyone, it's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your what am I doing? Pisces, March 2017 monthly tarot reading. Wow. And you have the 10 of Cups, the Star, and the Hierophant. That's pretty amazing. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Look at that. Two hierophants right next to each other. I love that. And the Five of Rods. Okay, so at the bottom of the decks, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Autumn. And for me, this is a card about boundaries. It's known as the hoarder card, where someone is very, selfish and tight with their money and won't share. But it's really about, there are times when you need to set up very strong boundaries and not let people have what's yours, or suck your energy, or not respect your boundaries. And there's times when you can be freer and loosen up and give. And we have the Six of Pentacles, which is all about taking and giving. It's all about finding that balance in your boundaries. And there are actually even scales. So things being fair and just and evening out this month for you guys. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, helping out those who are less fortunate. And you have the Six of Pentacles, which is that card right underneath it. So figuring out the give and take. And you have the Five of Rods. So there has been someone competing for your attention, your time, your resources, your job, your just sort of this energy that you feel is making demands on you, or making you feel competition, or a threat of some sort to what you have. And it's in those cases sometimes, and you're worrying about it, because then you have the Nine of Swords here. So there's something that is worrying you. You feel like there's something that's out of balance, that's not really just. Maybe someone's trying to take something that's yours. And, a lot of times, definitely examine your boundaries. Do you have strong enough boundaries? Often we need to shore up your boundaries. And it's funny, it's often the people with like the strongest boundaries that tend to bulldoze through and not respect other people's. Have you never noticed that? There's like the person that always has to have it their way, and you like make one suggestion and it's like, or put your foot down once and they're like so completely offended, and you're just like, wow, it's shocking that they can be so oblivious. But so just really thinking about that, and thinking about, is it worth dealing with these people? Do you have to deal with those people? And if you have to put up a boundary and they don't like it, tough shit. I mean, that's their problem. How they react to things is their problem. Again, if it is one of those people who has really strict boundaries, see the irony in it, and just realize that you've respected their boundaries, and they should respect yours as well. So planting the seeds here for something new, taking tangible steps in your life to manifest what you want. So this is not something that's going to be instantaneous. It's planting the seed and nurturing it and growing it. So starting, if you want a new job, start getting qualified for what job you want. If you want a new health routine, start putting one foot in front of the other. If you want to eat better, it's like, just start. Take the action, start the plan, and understand that you plant the seed, it takes a long time for the tree to grow, but you have to at least plant the seed. there's a lot of really beautiful, so you're coming off of some situation into March that set you sort of in some way had you feel a little threatened. And I don't mean like threatened like someone's gonna physically harm you, but maybe all of a sudden you felt insecure at work and you don't, and it just sort of came out of nowhere. Like there's something going on at work, or um, there's maybe in your group of friends, someone in your group of friends is acting weird, or there's conflict at your kids' daycare, or someone is just, you ask someone to help you that who you always help out, and they were just like, no way in hell we're gonna help you, and it just sort of clicks something in you where it's just like, boy, that's unfair, that's not cool, that's, and even if it wasn't a huge thing, it's going to have a huge impact on you, and you're going to gain a lot of wit. It's like you're going to see things really clearly all of a sudden. And it's not going to be vindictive. It's not going to be, you're not going to be like, well, screw you and like try to get back at them, but you're going to move in a new direction. You're going to you're going to start healing. It's like you're going to start, you have the star card here. You have this actually 10 of cups. This is happily ever after, and the ultimate wish card, healing card, going for your dreams. Maybe I think it's going to be sort of shocking because I feel like you're going to be like, I feel like I've been sacrificing for this person for so long, and maybe putting my dreams on hold, and giving and giving and giving, and it's like you're suddenly going, you know what? I can't wait around for someone else. I can't wait around for this boss or this job to realize what they have in me. I can't wait around for this friend, this partner, this family member. And I'm it's like you're going to help yourself, and it's not being selfish at all. So I want to be really clear, but you're going to be like, I got to make my own dreams happen. I've got to make my own dreams come true, because what's my happily ever after? I need to look out for my happily ever after and make it work. It's no one else's. It's not my job to make life wonderful for someone else. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't be nice to people, but it's not your responsibility. But it is your responsibility for you to have a happy life. What does she say? An emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. So yeah, it's like you're just going to be around people that support you, and that help you and foster you. There's children in here quite a few times, and maybe you want to work with children. Maybe you have an aha moment with your children and really change how you interact with them. Um, but it's hard to explain because I'm getting a feeling for you guys, which it's how can I explain this? There's a serenity that I'm feeling. There's the wisdom, it's a little bit of a negative situation, but you're gaining all this wisdom from it, and it's like you're really, it sort of brought peace because it sort of so brought together all these things, these feelings, these things you haven't really been able to put your finger on, and for some reason everything's kind of come together, and you're like, oh, I get it now. I get it. I finally get it, and it brings about a lot of peace, because what had been like, why do people treat me that way? Why am I feeling this way? Why do these situations seem to keep happening to me? And you're gonna get it, and you're like, instead of being like, oh, I can't believe I let that happen all this time, you're going to be like, I finally get it now and I can move forward and I really know how I'm going to deal with things moving forward. And so it's going to be healing. It's going to be really, really healing and positive, and allow you to really start dreaming and living your life for yourself. It's like making sure there's me time. So if you do have kids, realizing that blocking off time for yourself is really important, and is beneficial not just for you but for them, because you're going to be able to be more present for them. What does the star card say? Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Exactly. And let's see what this one says. The Hierophant, which is unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works best for you. A spiritually minded community. You can gain wisdom in many different ways. You can read books and go to church, or go to inspiring talks, watch YouTube. But you can also get wisdom, obviously, from going through situations is one of the best ways to gain wisdom. But you can also get them from places you never really expected. And I feel like children, so maybe you'll be standing next to some kid in the grocery store, and they'll just say something, and it will just hit you. And for some reason, hearing it at that time from this person, from that, you know what I mean? And it just, you hear it. You hear it for the first time, and it gets through to you. That's the type of feeling that I'm getting. Sorry, this was I'm not sure if everyone's going to resonate with this, because I'm having trouble explaining it, but it's a very beautiful energy that's coming through for you, I guess is the best way to say it. So I hope you have a lovely month, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.